Crip Show. Everybody come on in here, check me out. We back again. We just in here hanging around again. Um, this time we doing people because people always getting at me and they will always like doing fan comments because I do get some comments that be doozy. So I really don't trip off of them too much, but some of them do come. So I'm always like, man, some people, you get on people's nerves, but that's what this is supposed to do. It's supposed to shake people up, man. Everybody is supposed to be upset when they see Dr. Crip on live because you go on there and you listen to what this dude is saying, like, oh man, OG is on some bull. OG is doing yeah, but OG is the only one on here that's keeping it real by telling you that gang banging is watered down or not even watered down. It don't even have no flavor. It's just done. It's overcooked. Like how you can overcook a steak is overcooked. You ever try to eat an overcooked steak? It ain't good. It's dry. It's nasty. No matter what you put on it, ketchup, hot sauce, anything, it ain't happening. So that's what's happening in gang banging. It's overcooked. It's overdone. It ain't no reason for it to even exist anymore. So that's pretty much what gang banging is. So don't let people fool you into thinking um, that it's something worthwhile of getting out of it. Man, I'm trying to explain to you that right now, 2024, kids have been on in a game as something to get accomplished. Can you imagine that? If your son, daughter say, "Oh, pops, I ain't worried about it. Cause I finna join the hood and then it's about to be on and popping. I ain't fuck college and all that. I don't need to do none of that, pops. It's all good. You gang bang. Well, look at you. You straight. You came out on top. Ain't nothing wrong with you." You feel me? Because they really got it in their mind that gang banging is a position in life now. From what they seeing, they seeing the same people that got tattoos all on their face, on drugs. They seeing that they have success. But the problem is that just like football, basketball, baseball, that percent is very, very minor, man. That's a small percent of people who gonna make it in sports. So now being a gang banger is now on the list of football player, basketball player, you know what I'm saying? Baseball player. It's on the list, man. Can you believe that? It is really on the list, bro. So it is over. It is we are way over the due of trying to make a difference in these communities. But I'm gonna go to some of the comments because I usually don't trip off the comments, but I've been reading some of the comments lately, and I'm like, damn, like you got some serious people out here that got some issues with, you know, where the black community stand. And I'm like, man, I don't see what they see and I don't understand what they understand it. But if you know the truth, all you got to do is go outside your door and look around and look on the news, and you constantly see what is going on. So today's subject is kids that have been a gang member as a successful position in society. We got kids that say being a gangbanger is a successful position to go to. This is what's happening right now. We got kids saying, talking about being a special, uh, is being a gang member is on the list being something to of being something to look forward to. You feel me? So um we trying to figure out, how did this shit even take place? How did this even get on the list for kids to say, look, man, I want to be like I want to be like Big Mad, I'm trying to be like Big Mad, man. That's my boy. That's my goal. And you thinking that they lying. You thinking that these kids is lying. And they coming out and they like, I'm trying. What I want everybody to do is have a reading contest in their hood. Let's get that straight first. Let's get some basic math. Let's get some basic reading, and let's sit out in these back streets. Let's sit down on these streets at these liquor stores, whatever the gangbangers hang at the parks, and let's start having reading contests. It's the same way they pulling up on people with these phones, doing all that. Pull up on these homies and ask them, say, hey man, look, if how many homies out here? If everybody pull up in a little booth and say, okay, it's 15 of y'all out here. If every one of y'all could read this whole 2 paragraphs, you got to go in the booth because you can't get help. Read the paragraphs. I'm gonna give everybody out here $1,000. There's 15 of y'all out of here. But the only way to get the 1,000 is that everybody have to completely read these whole 2 paragraphs. There's one whole page. And you got 2 minutes. Go. I guarantee you're gonna be pulling up and you're gonna be looking like, well, such and such didn't get the money today. They had 10 people out there and only 4 of them read only 4 of them read the thing, all the way through. So they the only ones gonna get the money today. But that's what we talking about, man. Kids that have been a gang member on their list of being a successful, of being successful, you know. So we don't want to try to tell people like, nah, this ain't true. Like, man, this is really happening right now. You really have kids that are trying to be gang members right now. It is happening in your face. We have kids that's trying to be gang members right now. So we got to do something about that. It's something that can be done about that. Your child, well, Dr. Crip, my child ain't trying to be no gang member. He already know what's up. She already know what's up. Yeah, we ain't talking about your child, but we talking about the person that your child is hanging with is trying to be a gang member. Got they on the list, and that's your child road dog. And guess what? Your child is influenced by that child. So guess what? Your child too may be out there. Yes, you taught your child how to read, write. Your child know how to do all this. Your child know how to do all that. But check this out. Your child also has a fascination with GAMD, gang addiction mental disorder. It's real. It is definitely real out here, man. So that's what we trying to break. And the first thing is acceptance. Do your child have GAMD? How do you know your child have GAMD? Well, your child has GAMD, first of all, if you in a gang yourself and it's around your child. Your child has GAMD if one of your other kids that live in the house is in a gang. Your child has GAMD if everywhere he go out and play, he playing with all the kids in the neighborhood. Your child has GAMD. Now, can it be cured? Yes. At what age and what stage is the question. Do you want your child to be cured at an early age? That means that you have to get involved in your child's life early. That means you have to start setting up foundations for your child to take their mind off of what they seeing every day, what they hearing, what they listening to. You know, that's the first thing. Second thing is apply a lot of love. A lot of love is never bad. Now, you got parents that apply love with conditions. Love shouldn't have a condition to your child, it's unconditional, but it should be directed where it needed to be directed the mostly. If your child is having problems in school with other kids, bullies, so and so and so and so, you need to try to talk to the school. You need to try to get with some of the gang interventionists that's in your neighborhood to talk to them, to talk to the people at the school, to talk to the kids at the school that's hopefully bullying your child. That's how you get around that. Now, in another community that's way off, far better, it's a different manner of how you approach it. But here in the ghetto, if your child is being bullied at school, this is why gang interventionists exist. This is their job. You take your complaint to somebody like them if the school is not taking care of it, because the gang interventionists can get into the school. The correct gang interventionists can get into the school, find out who's doing the bullying, and they know how to proceed with that. If they have the right instructions, the right training, the right guidance, and all that, then they know how to deal with it. When I was with Unity One, that's all we used to do was go to different schools from the members that's in Unity One. And what we would do when we get there is that we have a way of identifying the knuckleheads. You know what I'm saying? By asking different questions, the ones that's attracted to, we purposely bring the homies with all them tattoos on their neck and arms, and just let the kids be staring at them boom, yeah, then you start asking the questions, who in the gang, this and that, we already get some inside information from the teachers, who parents may be in a gang, this and that, whatever the case may be, and we identify those certain kids like these is the ones you may need to watch right here. Turns out these is the ones that they probably have on their paper already, because other gang, people that's older in gangs can always identify the other people that's the little young kids that's trying to gang bang. That ain't the issue. We can identify them off the top. Like, yeah, this little nigga gonna be bad when he grow up. Yeah, that's for sure. He gonna be bad when he grow up. But I I just want to point out to the community that you know what you seeing on the internet right now is causing your child to be more attracted to gangs because of what's actually going on right in front of your face. Niggas out here doing wild, going buck wild on social media. Now you don't even have to put that much time into your hood. You can just go straight to social media and be a gang member, you know, because now Because if you a gang member, you know, the the social media people are getting to the point to where they saying, "Oh man, I got 100, I got 600,000 followers. Um, homie, we ain't doing this at the function. Woo woo." Like this dude a leader. Like who letting this dude lead? Oh man, that's the homie got 600,000 followers. Oh, at first you have to take orders from the man with money. Just because he got money mean that he understand the situation with the homie getting knocked down and all that. Well, you weren't nowhere near out here when the homie knocked down. You've been all out of town and everything, getting money and all that. But I gotta listen to you now because the homie got knocked down. You don't even live out here. You live in Vegas or something. But these the people that's in charge. And it's happening in every single neighborhood out there. So it's so many signs and reasons why that you don't need to let your child become part of a gang. Um, it kills me. Oh, look, let me go to some of these fan comments. I wanted you to hear this. It's a fan comment on here, a few of them that I was reading that I was kind of like, wow. Like let me see. Let's try this one. This is March 17th, 2024. Podcasters destruction. Podcasters destruction of black youth. Okay. And on the show, I was talking about this guy named Tyrone. Um, Tyrone White, the guy that said he was a police officer in Oklahoma, and then he came back down to LA after he was a police officer. He went to jail in Oklahoma, became a police officer. And first he left LA. He was a street hardcore gang member. Went to Oklahoma, came back from Oklahoma, went to Oklahoma, became a police officer. Came back from Oklahoma, started doing more robberies, ended up in prison, and all he got was 3 years. And that's a red flag right there to me if I ever if I ever, if I ever heard one. So that's what that was about. But the commenter says so he was 15 in 89 and 18 in 92. Yeah, that didn't make sense because I think that's what you're talking about. Terrell Gaines, 604. That was 2 days ago. Yeah, he said he was 15 in the 80s. I didn't hear him say 89, but I'm just assuming 89. Said he was 15, so that means he was 16 in 1990, 17 in 1991, and 18 and 92, I guess, like he said. But it didn't add up to me what he was saying with going from the 80s to the 90s like that, how he was a street soldier and all this other stuff. uh and then we had another commenter. This guy is King Inc. 2000. He says black is the future, only 22% are impoverished. He got a lot of misspelled words in here, but I don't know if it's because he's a gang member or what, but um, he rushed a lot of stuff. So, but it says black is the future. Only 22% are impoverished. Half is he got a he. I'm assuming that it's middle class, but he put MIDDKE. So I don't know if he a gang banger and wanted to spell middle like that. I don't know. But I'm going to just read it the way that I think that it is. He said, black is the future. Only 22% are impoverished. Half is middle class and up. I didn't even know we still had a middle class for black people, to be honest. You know, um, even in Cali, y'all banging in million. He put Fowler, FOLLAR, but y'all banging in $1 million real estate. Don't get it twisted. We got more millionaires and billionaires than all other minorities. Stop feeding into the GOP and the Democrats' narrative. We are still up. I just disagree with that all the way around, bro. I don't know what numbers you getting that from. I don't know who telling you that. And if we got so many millionaires and billionaires, why are kids still gang banging? Why is it still death in Miami and Chicago, Detroit, and Kansas City? Why are people still tripping? Why is death rates among blacks still high if we doing so good? And these millionaires, okay, we got all these millionaires now off of YouTube or whatever, though. But guess what they doing? I need that new Rolls Royce, man. I got to have it. I got the money to go get it. And I'm going to get it today. So just because we got more millionaires, that don't mean, I don't think that means anything, you know, because people ain't doing what they supposed to do with all the money that they got. You feel me? Especially out here. So you can't tell me nothing out here. It's toe up out here, homie. Ain't or some of them millionaires and billionaires out here running around because they need to step up to the plate, homie. You know, they need to step up to the plate like right now. So um that was a couple of comments that was coming in. Then you got a few other comments too. This is from the show March the 8th. I was starting at the recent because I had did some of the old fan comments a while back. So I was like, well, let me start with some of the more recent shows this time. So this show here is March the 8th. 2024. It got 565 views. And it got 6 comments. And it's gangs, best thing for kids 2024. So when you go on there, let me see, you read the comments. It got 6 comments. Okay. Uh Yo Shlove 7, the absolute truth. User something, G, a bunch of numbers, letters. As a kid, nothing would motivate me except hands-on learning, which was never given. No money could fix my wants for positive attention. Yeah. Um, Shout out to Ron Educator. I see his name a lot. Ron Educator. It was 12 days ago. I hung with Mo and Kelsey in 72. Kelsey was carrying a gun, which he pointed at a man that was on the east side of Western Ave. We were on the west side of the street near Manhattan Place Elementary. By the way, I was scared. Just kids playing around, I guess, huh? Mark Porter, keep pushing, bruh. 100. Terrell Gaines again. The melanated woman, the melanated race, straight clownish. I don't know what that means. Yeah, this is him again. Yeah, F NASA buy a telescope. I'm not clear on what none of that mean. I really don't know. But those were some of the comments on that particular show. But everybody gonna have their opinion about what they feel and what's going on. But my thing is strictly kids joining gangs, that it shouldn't be no more. I'm just saying, what if all the gangs, just imagine, what if everybody said, man, you know what? We're gonna listen to OG, we're gonna listen to Dr. Crip, man, we're gonna take it, see what's happening, man, out here, man, and we ain't gonna put nobody else on, homie. The kids coming in 16 want to get put on, homie. We're gonna tell them, homie, look, graduate from high school, man. Come back with your diploma, and then we're gonna put y'all on. I'm just saying, man. Would that make a difference? Would that do something, anything to anybody? You feel me? You know, like, man, look, man, y'all come back, homie. Don't worry about it, man. You got 2 more years in high school. When you turn 18, homie, come back, man. Ask me, man. Big crackalack, man. And I'm gonna put y'all on, homie. But as long as you got that diploma, as long as you 18, you got that diploma, homie. Don't worry about nothing, homie. I got y'all. I'm just saying. Let's see. And if you want your neighborhood to get recognized, just say, hey, man, look, we're going to take Dr. Crip word, homie. We ain't going to put nobody else on our hood unless they got their high school diploma and they 18, and see what happens. Let's just see what happens. That's all I'm saying. Let's just see what happens. You never know what's going to happen. More fan comments. This is the show, February 28th. Education and gangs, 2006 views, 3 comments. And the comments are Brian Washed, 2586. This was 2 weeks ago. In the 1920s, the education system changed, making mindless TV watching corporate consumers, indoctrinating children at the early age of 5 to 18. Same year or not soon after, a minimum wage was established, and they say there's nothing to see here. Move along, take your pill. I feel you, Iron something 100. L. Oh no, that's Rolling. L Rolling 100. 2 weeks ago. Preach, brother, preach. And uh, Ron Educator again. Crip started in the late 60s and they were bad from day one. That's why I heard of them. They were not political or defending the neighborhoods. Crips went to other hoods and turned them Crip by use of force. And if needed, they mostly jumped people in their own neighborhood school. There were never a single day that Crips were doing positive stuff. The groups and people that were positive got whipped out, killed. Says read more. Got whipped out. Let me see. Got whipped out like Martin, Malcolm, Black Panthers. Oh, they got wiped out. He basically saying they got wiped out. The people that were that were positive got wiped out, basically, is what he's saying. Like Martin, Malcolm, Black Panthers, etc. They let the harmless or negative stuff survive. Jesse Sharpton, Crips and drugs. I know I lived through from 95th Street Elementary, Manhattan Place, Henry Clay, Washington, Prep, and Jesse Owens Park. Crips did revolutionize gangs, and Washington High surely revolutionized Cripping. Yeah, I don't see nothing pretty much in what you're saying. So, basically he's saying that, you know, I mean, this is some guy that was around, and he's saying that I was there from, the beginning of all that shit, that it was all bad. All they did was just go around and do more terrorizing. You know, it just terrorized the neighborhood. And who would think that after all those years that it would have made it to this point of where we at right now today, and what you see on social media? Because they not on the streets no more terrorizing. They now terrorizing social media. They now terrorizing your kids on the internet. They now terrorizing your kids through their phones and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty big, man. But I never believed that Crips was something positive started by no kids that's 13 to 14 years old. I don't see that happening whatsoever. And just like on that video where that guy Tyrone White tried to where they got him to say, "Oh yeah, Crips started off good. The concept was uh community, resistance, independent party." All these people try to come put a narrative on what Crip mean. California Revolution. You got so many of them. California Revolution, Independent Party, uh, Community Restructuring, Inhabitant Party. You know, that's how you know that people made up what Crip's supposed to stand for, because it don't have no meaning. It doesn't have anything. There's no meaning to it. It's just a bunch of ignorance that made it for 40, 50 years now. That has killed more blacks, more positive blacks, more babies, more children, more grown folks, more seniors than any drug, any disease, any car accidents, alcohol, drugs, gangs in Los Angeles, and far as out what we talking about out here, have killed more black people than anything. Crips and Bloods. Man, don't tell me. You got people here that's dead, man, that should not be dead because of a Crip or a Blood. Point blank, period. And Crips or Bloods don't have nothing to show for it. They don't have no schools. They don't have no banks. They don't have no hospitals. They don't got nothing. Can't no Crip get out of jail right now today and get blessed by nothing but your own supposed to be homeboy that stayed down for you, that looked out for you when you get out. But most Crips and Bloods know when they get out of prison, guess what? It's my family that looked out for me. I had to go get a job. I had to do this. I had to do that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no Crips looked out. Ain't no I signed the papers. Hold on, baby. Look, hey, baby, look, when I get out, I got my Crip form today in the mail. I get out next week, and I got my Crip my reinstatement Crip paper. So that comes with 2,500. That comes with $3,000 to check. Man, ain't nothing like that. You don't get nothing like that. What are you talking about? It ain't nothing like that. There's nothing like that going on. So explain to me why you should let your child be a part of something that's eventually going to destroy them. It's not going to make you a man. It ain't going to make you a better man. You don't have to become a Crip or no Blood to become a strong man. Where you get that from? Where you get that from? Where's that coming from? All you have to do is have the will to say, no, I don't want to do that. That's not where I want my life headed. And God willing, you got somebody over you that's saying, you're not headed that way. You're not finna do none of that. You have to be a damn fool to be a Crip for 40, 50 years and then let your son do the exact same thing you did. Let your daughter do the exact same thing that you did. Well, they gotta go through what they gotta go through. Not you already know. I can only control him so much when he become a grown man. Yeah, that's true though, but check this out. I'm different than mine. I ain't it's gonna be death in the street. Yeah, I'm not going for it. I'm not having it at all. In no way, form, or fashion. That would not take place. You would not be hanging out with this bunch of nothing. You know, I don't saying you got to go to school. I ain't saying you, but this is doing this route here, hanging out with this. No, you won't be doing that neither. That's for sure. Let me get to some more of these comments because these comments they do find I do find them funny. You know what I'm saying? This is this is February. This show is February. LA gangs come together. This show is February 24th, and it has 2,953 views and 10 comments. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. But here goes some of the comments. Mark Porter again, 9050, 3 weeks ago. I agree, coming together is strength. Unity is so much need in the neighbors. 100. Yeah, it's not just the neighborhoods though, homie. It's really like everybody. You know what I'm saying? And see, I'm gonna tell you something too. When coming together, one of the problems that Unity One, this is what Unity One used to do. One of the situations, and I came up with this. See, when I was with Unity One, this is one of the things that we did. Whenever we went somewhere, whenever we was invited to come speak, whenever we went somewhere to go talk, whenever we went somewhere we had to bring some type of unity together, and we had to sit down with gangs, and it's some gang situation stuff going on. Whenever we used to do that, this what I do. I say, yeah. When they say, okay, come in the room, let's do this, let's talk and all that, this what I would do. If you're not a gang member, if you are not a gang member, there's no need for you to come in here. You feel me? There's no need for you to be in here because we don't need you in here. Because, see, I'm going to tell you something. These non-gang banging people, like you see on the internet, they are part of the reason why it's like that, because they are the ones that's pumping it up, pumping stuff up. Oh, this person talked about this person said this about this person. And then when they get heated, they're like, well, I'm not a gang member. Ain't that, I'm just saying, ain't that the way it's supposed to go? So you shouldn't even be involved in them people business. That's number one. Let me tell you something, man. Do you think that we call somebody when the war is on with the A-trays? We've been shooting at each other back and forth. Boom, boom, boom for 2 weeks. Boom, 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 boom. Murders on both sides. Boom, 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 boom. We're shooting back and forth. Boom, 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 boom. Do you think that we call somebody, hey, Miss Jackson, can you go down there and tell the A-trays, whoop de woo, we said woo woo woo. You think the A-trays is sending Mr. Henderson down here You think the NAACP is coming to talk to us? Y'all been shooting for a couple of weeks, man. Well, nah, man. Don't none of that take place. You know what take place? The police, niggas going to jail telling. That slows up everything. Might see the A tray somewhere. It's a function. Nah, no, let's just kick it. Let's just lay back, homie. We see them over there. They ain't doing nothing. Hey, Trey's thinking the same thing. Man, if you see them niggas starting to move, we the ones who don't have to. We the ones who see and know that bring down gang violence. It ain't never nobody interfering and coming and doing all that. Nah, man. People get in the way of gangs, just like they take the money from gangs. You know why gangs keep going on? Because gang interventionists, gang interventionists, they get the money and they go buy boats. Hey, look, you know that new Benz came out, right? Man, that gray one, you know, it got the gray. It's kind of like a silver, but it's like a grayish on the Benz rims. They told me to come back next week. What you talking about? Oh yeah, the check. Oh, that came in through the company. Yeah, through my company. Yeah, you know, we're gonna go through a couple of neighborhoods and we're gonna do a couple of barbecues and we're gonna do, you know, we're gonna buy some toys over here and there and you know. But yeah, I'm gonna pull up in the Benz. Look out for me next week when we go over there to on the east side to the park over there and do that. Look out for me over there. I'm gonna be in the Benz. You just took the whole check and went and bought you a Benz, huh? And just gonna come do a couple of barbecues. That's the problem. The problem is that the money is never going to the communities. I got a funny story for you, right? Check this out. It's not a funny story, but it's just a way out story. This is after the riots. So this is about 1994. Bill Clinton sent out a team of Republicans and Democrats and all this other stuff, right? Their job was to come assess the violence and all the stuff and the rebuilding and all that. Remember Rebuild LA and all that? Because didn't know who was, didn't know neighborhoods, didn't know Damus, no gangsters. We ain't get none of that. Then nobody got none of that money. Nobody got none of that money. Nothing. We ain't get none of that. But trust me, people was popping up with Benzes and building brand new houses everywhere off the backs of Crips and Bloods. You feel me? So in Schoolyard Hood, they have a place. I can't think of the name of that place. I forgot the name of that place. But it's a highly well-known community center area where you know, they do a lot of community business over there. I can't think of the name of that place, but you know, it was filled with art and all that other stuff. So I think let me D1 Smoke. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you, brother, for all you do. Let me see. I can't think of the name of the place, but what they did is Clinton, he sent this group out, Republicans and Democrats. And this was with, see, I told you I know people in high places. This is with Kwame Cooper. I believe right now Kwame Cooper is like a commander or something like that for the fire department, Los Angeles Fire Department. I believe he's something like that. He's something big right now. But this is part of Kwame Cooper program. Um, and he would have he had the team of Republicans and Democrats. They come out and they do an assessment of LA, what's going on, what we need, what's happening, this and that. So as we were sitting in the group, we broke up in the groups. They said, well, let's do this. Let's break up into groups. We'll this and that. We want 5 people per group. So now we sitting at the table. We got gangbangers at the table. You got the Congress sitting at the table, a Republican and a Democrat, few gang members, maybe somebody from the city or something like that. So we going over the details of how LA what's happening, what's transpiring. Boom. Unity One has been specially called to this particular meeting. So we sitting here, we discussing with people or whatever. And we telling them pretty much ain't nothing changed. It's all bad. These people getting the money ain't doing nothing with it. This and that. Y'all need to be figuring out who y'all give this money to, man. Just don't be passing out the money to anybody. Boom. So, we telling the story. So Kwame say, well, look, let's take a tour through LA. So he got the little fire bus, that hold the people on the fire bus. So we traveling through LA, we driving, we looking at different parts that got burnt down. So one of the guys, he was a Republican. He kept asking Bo, he said, Bo, man, I need to go see the spot, man. Take me to the spot. So Bo like, huh? Like, we already knew what he was talking about, Normandy and Florence. That's where he wanted to go. You feel me? So, we riding through there, and the guy is like, man, take me over, man, Bo, can we slide by there? So Bo looking at the dude, and he said, man, I don't know. Let me figure it out. So it's only one person, really, well, 2 people, but everybody else on the bus, they don't have no problems with him like that, though. But basically, the only problem that's really on the bus is me. I'm the problem. You know what I'm saying? I just can't pull up to Normandy and Florence like that. Right? So we on the bus. So the dude tell Bo, he said, man, look, Bo, man, what's up? So Bo said, man, look, man, I don't know. We can try to go by there, whatever, though, but I really got to ask my members, man, because everybody really don't get along with that neighborhood. So he was like, huh? Like, yeah. So he said, nut, tell him what's going on. So I said, man, look, Normandy and Florence is a direct conflict with my hood. These 2 neighborhoods been at war supposedly over a girl wearing a jacket, right? Where all this stuff started from in the 70s or whatever. That led to somebody getting killed. And our 2 neighborhoods been at it ever since, over 30 years. So he like, man. It's like Hatfields and McCoys, man. We've been killing each other for 30 years. So he said, so Cornell King, I said, now, I don't want to get y'all in trouble, man, because they not going to really stop. They're not going to pay attention to none of that. If the right people come over there and see me, it's going to be bad. So I really don't, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that for you. I definitely don't want that for myself, So, and to make matters worse, my little brother is from over there. So the lady, she was a Democrat. So she said, wait a minute. You have a brother that's from the neighborhood that you can't go in, that y'all been warned for 30 years? And that's you have a brother that's from that neighborhood? Yeah. So what happens with y'all? Woo. So see, way back then, my little brother already know. I didn't want him to be from down here. I really didn't want him to gang bang at all, but he's from down there because his grandmother lived down there, and that's where all his friends live at. So that's the area that he ended up turning and becoming. So I said, but I don't let my brother, we don't, we don't let that interfere with what we have. That's my brother. He would never put his gang above me, and I'm not gonna put my gang above him. You know what I'm saying? That would never happen. But at the same token, if I come down there and something happens, whatever, and he hears about it, and he gonna be upset, and all kinds of stuff. But he in jail now. But you know what I'm saying? He gonna hear about it, and he gonna be real upset and mad or whatever. I said, but you know what? Let's do it, because everybody want to go over there. I know y'all want to go over there. Y'all itching, y'all dying to get over there. So they like, let's go. So I said, man, we just gonna have to. I said, we just playing it by ear. So they like, okay, for sure. Now this is a bus full of Republicans and Democrats straight from the White House, Congress, and all that. Driving on the bus with a Swan. It's a Swan on here. It's a Denver Lane on here. 9-0, schoolyards, a PBG, Harlem. Who else is on there? Maybe like, I don't know if the East Coasters is on there that day. I don't believe nobody from East Coast is on there. But so we on our way. And we pull up to Normandy and Florence. So everybody get off the bus. We get off the bus last. Me and Professor Don Moon, we together, right? So he like, man, he like, no, I can't be over here like you. He was smart. He like, no, you think they just mad at you? He like, this gang can't be over here like that, man. I'm like, okay, well, you got to stick with me then, partner. Oh, Rocky from 20s was on there too. Like, well, you got to stick with me then, partner. You know what I'm saying? You got to hang with me. So we get off the bus. So when we walk in, Bo is he shines in moments like this, because some of them dudes did pull up and Bo was talking to him. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't get out extra out or do nothing. So we all go in the store. Now, when we go in the store, I ain't never been in this store my whole life. And I told them on the bus before we left, I said, hey, this is the first time in my whole life that I'm ever walking on the pavement of Normandy and Florence. I have never stepped on no corner in my whole entire life on Normandy and Florence unless I was doing something that I was not supposed to be doing. That is it. They was like, Jesus. Let's do it though. Let's go. So we over there. And I'm walking in the store. I'm looking. I'm like, damn. I'm like, what? I'm like, so, man, they buy all kind of stuff. I've never seen people spend $1,000 in a liquor store. What is it that you can buy in a basic liquor store in South Central Los Angeles that adds up to $1,000? This is how much money these people spent in here. Just get alcohol. They was buying alcohol. They was buying food. They was buying food. They was buying toys. They was buying drinks and everything. They loading up the truck. I'm like, man. So, and the guy in there, I believe that liquor store is black owned. And there was a guy in there. He had a jerry curl and he had some glasses on. And he was looking at me and Syke, and because me and Syke was spooked, right? We was like, damn. Every time somebody come in the store, he like, who's that? Who's that? They banging, they banging. Because, this finna be turned out as soon as they see, you gotta a nap and a swan. I mean, they would be like, man, what's going on? You know? So we tripping. So the dude, he know it. He like, man, y'all ain't supposed to be in here, huh? And he like, nah, like, nah. He like, we like, man, so we like, man, is it like this all the time? He said, man, it's like this all the time. He said, man, I just has this what he told us out of his mouth. He said, man, I just had some Korean people come in here last week, man. They spent $2,500. What can you buy out of a liquor store? And that expensive liquor, that XO and all that stuff wasn't out yet like that. I'm like, what can you buy? He said, man, they just come by. They just come by whatever, for souvenir purposes. And I was like, whoa. So we made it up out of there. We walk outside. So now we outside talking in front of the store. So I'm like, whoa, let's get back on the bus, man. Let's get back on the bus, man. So the people, they like, Cornell, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I just don't want nothing to happen. I don't want nothing to happen. They like, we're gonna leave in a minute. We're just taking pictures and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, boom. But the people, they end up seeing what was going on. They gave us a little bit of money, and from that money is when we did our first Mother's Day event that we used to hold every year. So, that brings that, that's just something flashed in my mind. Like the what gang banging is and what it can do. RW. He said, I also know you. It has been a while since I've seen you. I remember when you were 4 or 5 dribbling. I gotta find out who you like, cause I know yeah, if you see, because I've been at Jesse Owens my whole life. And that's the only way God was gonna remove me from there. He had to have somebody there assault me to get me up out of there for no apparent reason, because he wanted me to do something else, like your time here is up. Now you got to go. And all the work you did over there is cool. It's just don't worry about it. You go on, move on to something bigger and better, brother, because it's time. But yeah, you know, you gotta in order to you have people out here that truly want to help with Bloods and Crips, ending the madness, ending the sickness, ending the sickness. See that? Ending the sickness, end the sickness, end the sickness. So no more at 24. So that's it may sound stupid to people, but just think about it. Just think about it. What if all the gangs really said, you know what? On Bloods, hey Blood, check this out. He a crab and all that. I understand that, Blood. He a crab. It's boo. But I like what Blood is saying though. And I think we're gonna start doing that, Blood. We don't, what I'm saying? Like, remember all them young dudes? Like, man, we finna tell all them dudes that they can't come over here no more, Blood, till they 18. Y'all just gotta stay, if y'all really want to be down, Blood, just stay down. And y'all not from the hood. When you 18 and you got your diploma, then come holler at us. I'm just saying, what do you got? What do we got to lose in doing that? What do we have to lose in doing that? You feel me? Tell me, what's the worst thing that can happen? Like Donald Trump told y'all when he told y'all to vote for him. He's like, what else do you got to lose? You done seen everybody else what they gonna do for you. So what the hell do you got to what do you got to lose? I think D Money, he sent something to my Cash App. So what I like to do, when people do stuff like that, what I like to do is I like to say, I let's do a. I like to have a trivia question so I can give away a book, so somebody can win a book. Since we got D1 Smoke, he donated $20 to Dr. Crip. So with that, I like to give away a book now, and you can get the baseball book now. Like I told Melly Mel, shout out to the Hood Postman, Melly Mel. Good looking. Had a nice conversation with him the other day. Uh, the book you got to buy from me, and it's on the website. Go to drcrip.com. You can get the book. This is what you want right here. This is the most positive things ever. There's no Crip that has done nothing more positive than the people in this book on a scale of different neighborhoods. There's not one person in the history of Crips that has done nothing that's more positive than this right here. This is the most positive thing that the Crips have ever done. This is it. It's 500 pictures. It is a masterpiece. It's $99.99. It is a masterpiece. It is the definition of what Crip supposed to mean with them fake words. Revolution, Independent Party, and all that. That's what this is right here. You feel me? That's what this is. And this is what you want on your mantle. You feel me? You set this on your mantle. If you don't know what a mantle is, it's when you walk in the house and you see that wall over there and got that big groove coming out. You know what I'm saying? So you can set pictures and stuff on it. That's what a mantle is. That's where this book go. You go get an easel for this. You feel me? A little small easel. And you set this on top of there, man. You feel me? They let people know that, hey, man, I supported this. This is it. This is the most positive thing that Crips have ever done right here. There's no Crips that have ever done nothing more positive than this. The Cal League. And we will get Wiz recognized. That's what we're working on. That's what I told Mel. So Melly Mel, the Hood Postman. So when that time come, everybody that's part of that can be. But D1 Smoke, the One Smoke 90. He donated $20. So what I'm going to do, let me see. I don't know. I really want to get I want to get his book to somebody. You know what I'm saying? I want to send this book to somebody. If you could tell me the first person to tell me to write or send me I want to say GAMD. If you could tell me what the first person that tells me what GAMD stands for, I'll send them this book. They can get the book, compliments of the One Smoke 90, and hopefully yo and your child could read this book, you feel me? And learn something from it, courtesy of the One Smoke 90. You feel me? And if you haven't got it already, it's located in Walmart, Amazon, Joe Farrow 2. Joe Farrow 2. Gang addiction, mental disorder. So what you do, this is what you do. You go to drcrip.com, where you from, homie.com. where you from, homie.com, drcrip.com, and leave your information. Leave your mailing address. Don't leave it here where people can see it. But go to the website. Sign up for the website and leave your information, and I'll get this book out to you this week. Courtesy of the One Smoke 90 for his donation. So that's the type of stuff that I do, man. And you got to spread the word too, because when we get to the 1,000 subscriber is gonna get $100. I'm sending $100 to the 1,000 subscriber that we have, so we can do that monetization stuff that YouTube has been trying to get me up to. Like, I got 700 something followers right now. I could have been higher because YouTube, they told me to pay for certain stuff. I haven't paid for it yet to get those viewers, but I may do it now. You know what I'm saying? Since it's only about 300 subscribers left. But, you could people pay for subscribers and they do all that. But what YouTube liked about this channel is that I did everything organically. So those 700 and something subscribers were done organically. And they loved it. So they sent me all kind of, they've been letting me know, like, man, listen, your show, believe it or not, keep doing it, because this is what we like, So so that's why I do stuff like that. But if you want to know where to get the book from, go to Walmart or Amazon, and you can get Where You From, Homie, the shooting of L.A. Nut, gang member / community organizer. And it details the story of what happened to me with the 90s in my neighborhood at Jesse Owens Park. You feel me? And it got a picture, and these are the people, the conspirators. Here you go, right here. This is the new face of 90 right here. This is the ones that's in charge. Here you go. These are the ones that say, we're going to kill your old eye. You feel me? These are the ones right here. Look at that. Get the book and then you can see it. And and you can learn, like, well, why did they shoot you, big homie? What's the problem? Man, let me tell you something. Ain't no snitching. Ain't none of that involved. Ain't no politics or, a lick. You kept some money from. Ain't none of that. None of that. People think it's either two things. Somebody paid them to do it, which my family is like, fam, how much are you worth of it? What? Who? Why did they pay somebody? And how much did he get? Or he did it by himself to let you know that this is the confusion and what's going on with gangs, young versus old. OG, you got my name in your mouth. Yeah, I got your name in my mouth because everything you do keep landing at my doorstep. I don't look for you to do nothing. I don't chastise and all that. Everything that you do, and this is the person that shot me, everything that you do is landing at my doorstep. For one, you rob old people. You don't got nothing. You rob old people for jewelry and money to go buy chain, to take their chains off their neck. When you start looking at these people and their jewelry, like, man, that gold was made from 1979. Where'd you get it from? You robbed somebody for it. That's where you got it from. You robbed some old people, and that's what they do. So when his name is brought up or whatever, just like I told all them on niggas, like, man, you got to pull up on your name. You can't. You're doing all this other shit. You robbing people that we dealing with. You robbing people from. That's why I tell you, if you from 90 and you from another state, don't think it's peaches and cream out here. These dudes out here broke. That's why they robbing y'all when y'all get down off the plane, thinking it's all good. You feel me? Man, these dudes out here broke. Yeah, they pulling the money out their pocket, flaming and all that because they robbed somebody else. They didn't go out. That's not hustling. You just robbed somebody. You rob somebody. You know who's the easiest person to rob? Your own homie. You know the easiest person to kill? Your own homie. Remember that the next time you want to gangbang. The easiest person to rob is your own homie, and the easiest person to kill is your own homie. You can get away with that. Guess what? Guess why? Because nobody didn't think it was going to happen to them. That's why. And that's what this dude is. You feel me? Plain and simple. You know, you could have locked with your G homie. I would have gotten your ass, but you could have squabbled. You wasn't nothing before you went to jail. You wasn't nothing when you wasn't nothing when you was in jail. Your name wasn't ringing. You was with the homie's son. His name was ringing. He was the one doing all the fighting, you know. So, you know, then when you get out, you got the county jail chip on your shoulder. Now, because you know that's a man's place, they turn you into a man when you're a little boy. So now you got the chip on your shoulder. You don't want to horseplay with people, you know. You want to, you want to act like you the toughest dude on the planet. That's the way life is. So God was like, he already knew what he was doing. He was working that in, like, don't worry about it because nut you up out of here. You feel me? And let these dudes crash and burn out on their own because you done did everything that you can over here in that park to help these dudes. And if they crashing out like that, let them, because you're going to take these 6 shots. You feel me? Still, you going to take these 6 shots. You feel me? It's all good. Ain't nothing going to change. You know what I'm saying? Workouts. And let me catch you. That's what my biggest fear is, me catching you, because it's going to be death. And I don't want it. I don't want it around me because I'm going to beat the brakes. You feel me? You know, yeah, because when you win it, why would I try to talk to you or deal with you if you say, hey, big homie, I got some fire weed, you want to buy some? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? How we enemies? What part? I didn't never know we had a problem. I never know. I didn't know we had a problem. You're not on my radar or none of that. Why should I be watching you? You my little homie. Why should I have fear of you? You know, you get out with your backpack, you're walking up to me with the backpack, and you just go in the backpack, come out with the burner and start popping. What can I do? You think I'm going to be screaming and running? No, I came for you, trying to get that gun because I was going. So you had no point but to jump around and you had to dump me out. Wasn't no screaming, wasn't no hollering, wasn't no none of that. And every one of them young dudes in that car witnessed that. They seen it. They know what happened. They seen what happened. So if they still under that dude leadership and they scared of him or whatever, it's just a bad scenario for you right now because you really need to get away. You know, that should have been your exit. Like, wait a minute. You gonna just try to dump the G homie out like that ain't never done nothing, that help people over here, that give us money, right? I took that dude, the dude that shot me, I took him home before. He shouldn't even been from my hood. He don't live nowhere near there. You know where he lived in when he came and got him put on 9-0? In the Hoovers. And now you way over here. See, that's the thing with gangs. Now, nobody lives in that neighborhood. You're not born and raised over there. You come from Watts. You come from Lancaster. You come from Las Vegas. You come from here. So the love of what is supposed to be with somebody that's in my bracket is not there with you. So if I say slap you or do anything to you, guess what? You want to kill me. You don't want to squabble me. You don't want to fight me, come back. You just want to dump me out. And that's what gangs are. That's why you can be in a gang and don't have to do 10 years and be at the top. Hey, now this the new this the people running the hood. He got 600,000 followers. He been on the hood 3 years. He shot at the big homie. He the man. He running all the homies. Man, gang banging is one of the biggest illusions in black community I have ever seen, man. For over 50 years, it didn't do nothing but cause destruction, brother. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And they mad because they like, oh, you telling. They like, you telling. Where? Show me where I'm telling. Please go get some paperwork with my name on it. That's what I want to see. Go get it. Go get the paperwork with my name on it. Let me see it. Please show me. Oh, you put the little homies in there. Yeah, because these are the conspirators. These are the conspirators and the shooter right here. Whoever you want to pick. I didn't tell you who. I didn't tell you what he looked like. I didn't tell you his size. I didn't tell you none of that. Only thing I told you, he on this picture right here. These are conspirators. These are shooters. This is the new face of 9-0. This is who you go to when you get into it with 9-0 right now. You got to go talk to one of these dudes. Imagine that. You feel me? That's who you got to talk to. One of them. And they going to handle it for you. Whatever your problem is, they going to take care of it. Because they make all the decisions. The decision to shoot me, that's supposed to be a whole neighborhood decision right there. But that's the way it is in gangs. You feel me? You don't know you being plotted on. Because who is the easiest person to kill once again? Your own homie. Who is the easiest person to rob? Your own homie. And that's what is up with this generation right now. Where they getting all this money from? Besides EBT and PPP. And that's where a lot of the dudes came up at. You know, we created more hundred-years, thousand years. I watched a dude get a check, EBT or PBV card for $20,000. 2 weeks, he was broke. NH Blue Jay. 2 weeks he was broke. 2 weeks. I watched somebody get a PPP, EBT, 20 bands on that joint, and he was broke. He was broke in 2 weeks. Now he got an attitude. He feel nobody can tell him nothing. Can't nobody say nothing to him. And you 2 weeks is over with. You feel me? Come on, man. This is the generation that's running stuff. Come on now. That's why no more in 2024. Your child, you should not want your child. Please don't let your child be from the Jesse Owens Park or anything like that, you know. So, or any other gang. If your child is from a gang, it says, what's the job looking like for the youngsters in LA? You know what? I'm going to tell you something. That's a good question. Last year, my boy called me. And he said, man, look, I work with Freeway Rick, the drug dealer dude, Rick Ross. And he wants to do something in the community. This is a true story. So he wants to do something in the community. He wants to, give back. He wants to do, his part, help, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, all right, that's cool. He said, man, he wanted to do it at Jesse Owens. I said, oh, yeah, okay. That's cool. He said, but I told him the only person I know at Jesse Owens was you. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going up there. I'm not, because I'm going to prison if I go up there. Because I know somebody gonna tell on me. Because it's gonna be death. So there's no reason for me to go there. He said, yeah. He said, man, he wanted to do it at Jesse Owens. I said, yeah, well, maybe he could do it somewhere else. I don't know. You know, and he want to reach the homies in the hood, this and that. So I said, okay, well, let me, you got to think about it. Let's think about if we could do it somewhere else. So I thought about it for a minute, and then when he hit me back, I said, man, you know what? I said, what's that dude objective? What is he trying to do? He said, man, he really want to help the Crips and Bloods and stuff like this. I said, man, he need to stop thinking Crips and Bloods. He need to think community. He need to think community. It's more people in the community than it is just Crips and Bloods running around, because a lot of these dudes, 16, 17, 18, all they want to do is be successful gangbangers, rappers, and they don't really want to work for nothing too much. Gangbangers are lazy. Like, yeah. I said, he need to think community. Like, oh yeah, okay, that's cool. I said, you know what? That's what he need to do. I said, he need to do a job fair, a community job fair thing. And like, oh yeah. He like, I'm gonna run it by him and check it out. Boom, okay. He called me back. He said, man, he with it. Man, that's what he want to do. So now what are we gonna do with that? We got to think of a place to do it at. So, well, let's do it at Chucos on the east side. You got a nice location. We can make it open to the public, all that. Okay, yeah, for sure. We get together. Like, yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to call some of the people that I know that can help put the stuff together. So I call all my people putting it together. So they telling me, yeah, woo woo. They, oh yeah, that's good. We've been trying to do a job fair. We need to do that. So I'm like, man, well, we need to target certain groups. Said, well, yeah, we want to target the high school kids all the way up to 18, 25, all that, where they can come, get job prep, the whole nine. Okay, everything is going good. Get to the point to where say, man, look, let's meet. He want to meet at Chucos and all that. So we go meet Freeway Rick at the Chucos with him and his team. We meet, we sit down, we talking to him, woo woo. So he said he got plugs with the mayor's office and all this. So when he called his plug at the mayor's office, I know his plug. His plug is Cornell Ward. Used to be the president of Unity One, all kind of other stuff. Know him too. Like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah, man, I was called in because of my friend. That's the only reason why I'm sitting here. But obviously he, me, I'm like, with his history, his story, and everything, he wanted to do something for Crips, Bloods, and all this other stuff, the genocide, whatever part he played, But I told him basically, forget Crip and Blood. Let's just do community. They'll open it up for community and at-risk youth. You feel me? You want to get the community, so you need to be apologize. Don't apologize to Crips and Bloods. Apologize to the Black community. So when we sat in, I had the mayor's office come out. They came up there to Chucos, showed them what Chucos looked like. And they was like, we're going to try to get Karen Bass on board. And the person that he called Freeway Wick worked, the dude Cornell, he works with Karen Bass. But what happened is that I didn't get the right details with the job fair from my boy. He neglected to tell me that I got to go out physically and put the job fair in effect with the people that's going to come, So I didn't know that. So we had to scrap the project because we set a date for it, but we didn't have enough commitment from the people. But during that time, to answer your question, Joe Farrow, um, my guy Brad Carson, Jobs Create Peace. Uh, this is the biggest thing we have for the youngsters that want to uh, get a media job. We got jobs up the game, and we the the new jobs or uh, the coding for the youngster, understanding coding, these apps, building apps, and um, what else? Uh, of course, the construction with Jobs Create Peace, um, getting your TWIC card, all that. So it was plenty jobs for the youngsters that we was gonna have because that was the group that we was targeting. So I mean, they was gonna have a whole lot going on, and uh, that's just a fraction of what the job scene is for somebody 18 to 25. So yes, there are jobs for you 18 to 25, you know what I'm saying, in Los Angeles currently. Let me tell you something, man. I can't think of the other people name, but I want to say they on Western, right? The Plumbers Association and all that other stuff. The plumbers, electricians, and they had that union stuff. I think it's down there on Western, maybe Western or something like that, in the 40s down there on Western. But let me tell you something. Uh, Brad Carson, Jobs Create Peace, and who else is he associated with? Um, I think even I think he's connected to Second Chance, Skip Townsend too. Let me tell you something. Them dudes put more young homies on jobs than a lot of people in LA, man. Ain't no excuse for you if you 18 to 25, 26, because they went all the way up to 40, I think. 18 to 40. If you wanted a job, you could have had a nice job right now because they all in the SoFi Stadium, the stadium that the Clippers is building. Uh, I think the one at the other stadium that got built on Fig. They massive all through there. Jobs, 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 jobs. Ain't no reason why you shouldn't have had no job if you in the last after 2020, before 2020, 17, 2017, 2018, 2019, slow down 2020, 2021, but 2022 and 2023 they was back on. Ain't no reason why you should not have had a job. People don't want it. Youngsters out here don't want it. They want it fast. They want to rob. They want to shoot. They want to break in places. They want to snatch and grab because that's the easiest, fast money they can get. Stealing chains and all this, cashing them in, and Jordans and purses and all this other stuff, and they can cash all this stuff in. That's the way that they want to go. But trust me, they had jobs out here for these youngsters. So it ain't no reason why none of these dudes should be broke because you can get up and go get a job. There's jobs out here for sure. It's just that who wanted to go get it or not, you know. Oh, and trucking, my boy TNT Trucking, he training dudes, putting them on the highway all day. TNT Trucking, go to I think it's TNT.com, trucking TNTtrucking.com. Go there. You want to know about trucking? You can get it. You can go to the program. They're gonna get you started. Everything in a year or so, they're gonna have you in your own truck, man. That's how fast they getting down. So it's jobs out here, bro. So they don't lie about it. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty jobs out here. But I just wanted to come on here. again. And our hood postman got the info on trucking. Yeah, thank you, brother. Yeah, um, yeah, hood postman got the info on trucking. He do. Um, and hood postman got the information on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He got the information on a lot of stuff. So shout out to him. Um, but like I said, if you want to get this book, man, go Amazon, Walmart. You feel me? And if you want the baseball book, go to drcrip.com, homie. It's the only place you can get this. You see that? See Wiz right there? That's Wiz right there, man. See that? See that dude right there? That's Wiz. That's the founder and the president of the Cal Athletic League, Community Athletic League, man. He rest in peace right there. That's Wiz. We're gonna get him recognized. I'm gonna get him recognized by the city of state of California, man, for his work in gang prevention. See all the stuff? Everybody was there, homie. You feel me? You know, you got to learn how to work with each other first. You know what I'm saying? If you want to. But the most important thing about this book of why I did it, and look, also through here, look what you see through here when you get in here. You see messages like this in there. You see what that says? Frederick Douglass. I think that's Frederick Douglass. If there's no struggle, there's no progress. Frederick Douglass. You see stuff like that as you scrolling through the pages. This is a wonderful book, man. You feel me? This is a beautiful book, bro. You got homies in there from everywhere, man. You got people in there from everywhere, homie. You know, you got people in there from everywhere. But my main thing is the kids. You feel me? I like the kids. You know, see Wiz? That's Wiz right there. That's a better picture of Wiz right there. See that? So this is $99.99. Only place you can get this is from Dr. Crip. You feel me? Beautiful book, man. Look at the kids. See? See the kids? Kids all in here. If your kid is in this book, man, you need to get this book. You feel me? If your child is in this book, man, you really need it. You feel me? Get this book. And it goes on your mantle. So, yeah, I just wanted to come on here, man, and share a couple of thoughts with y'all about what's going on and these podcasters and this situation out here, man. It's happening right before your face. That's why this is the new way gangs are dealing with each other. It's all through social media. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a show. Don't believe everything you see. Go check out the video that I just did the other day about the destruction of black youth through the podcasters. Well, go comment on that show with that guy Tyrone White. Listen to his show, man. Listen to what he said. And get at me and ask me, and let me know what you think. Like, cause I'm like, I got a problem with what he was saying, So let me know what you think. Go to the last show and tell me what you think, you know. But Joe Farrow, please go to drcrip.com and leave your information because you will be getting a copy of Where You From, Homie? Where You From, Homie? You feel me? And it will be in the mail, and it's courtesy of the One Smoke 90. You feel me? We thank him for his contribution and what he did. You feel me? And I think you said you wanted to get both of them. You got to make the order for the other book, and through drcrip.com, and I can get that to you, not a problem. But yeah, this is it, man. You want to read this. It's a lot of good stories in here. You feel me? You got the Cam and Terrell story in here. That's a lot of people ask me about the Cam and Terrell, um the Cam and Terrell story. You feel me? Now, you feel me? The white boy, Cam and Terrell. Lord have mercy. I had to deal with this. This I had to deal with this dude, man. You feel me? Go check out the show. You know what I'm saying? And it'll tell you it'll tell you what happened. These are my pictures too. You feel me? The pictures that you see that they got on the internet, these ones right here, these are my pictures, man. Came out my phone, so I don't know how the internet got them. I'm the one who took these pictures. You know, all these pictures right here. I'm the one who took them pictures. That's me right there. The homies asked me to come barbecue for them. But I'm the one who took these pictures. So when you see them on the internet, that shit came out my phone, and I'm still tripping like, how the hell they get them pictures? And it's in my phone. But I think I did send the picture to somebody down here. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they got this picture. It's seen in there. But this picture haven't been seen. You can only see that picture in my book. Only in my book. I should have watermarked them, huh? I know, but I ain't worried about it. Cause I got the pictures. You feel me? And I got some other pictures too from that day. You know what I'm saying? That was up there. But yeah, the Cam and Terrell story is one of those stories, homie, that I begged them not to put that dude on my hood. And let me tell you something. The other podcasters, one of them is Wiggins TV, talking about he heard that he was good, man, let me tell y'all something. That dude is not, listen, my homies get mad. Get your gang intellect up. The man told you, basically, he told. What did you tell the police? I thought we was going down there to spray paint. What happened? We pulled up, he had a gun. What kind of gun? What color was the gun? Black. What did he do? He got out the car, he shot, he ran back to my. That's telling, homie. Come on, man. What are you talking about? That's telling. He told. Who told you he didn't tell? Why would somebody have to tell you that he did not tell? It's plain and simple. He told. Go look at the story, homie. I tell you. Listen, man, I called the county jail when he got arrested, man. You are supposed to be booked in through 77. You didn't go through none of that. You was in the county jail for over a week. Where were you at? Where were you at? The police had you protected. You wasn't fighting to get to the main line. Nobody never seen you. This is a high-powered case, Nut. That's why, because it was all on the news, because he was a white boy, this and that. No, it was no high-powered case. Nobody wasn't concerned about that until he bailed out. That's when it became a high-powered case, man. What you talking about? That boy was in the county jail scared. Tuck, roll, they had him. He cooperated with the police, told them everything. Go ask the little homies if he told. That's still in juvenile hall with adult life. Go ask them. Ain't nobody asked them. You gonna get on your podcast and say, I heard he was good in the hood. I heard that he ain't got no problems, that it's still good. Did you talk to the little homies that's still stuck in YA with adult life, man? Go ask them is they good? Is he good? Go ask the little homies, is he good? And see what they say. Go ask the little homies who I was sending stuff to through in YA. You feel me? Go ask him, is he good? And see what he say. Didn't this dude come back up to the park? People don't know. He came back up to the park. A year and a half later, Cameron Terrell is back in Jesse Owens Park. Oh my God. Yes, I searched him for a wire. When he came walking up on me, the homie was like, "Nut, don't say my name in front of him. Don't say." I questioned him. When they picked you up, where did they take you? Oh, they took me to they took me to jail. Where? Where did you go? I went to the county. Okay. You didn't where the part of the county did you go in? They took me to a holding tank. Somewhere I was in a holding tank. I was pretty much by myself. Oh, okay. This is after you told. After you told him what happened. Because he got out thinking that he didn't tell. He said, I got all my paperwork. The homie told on me. Talking about my homie's son. He told. No, what the homie's son did was told on himself. That's what he did. Dummy. You just as dumb. You told on yourself. But this is what you did. You corroborated everything that the homie said happened. That's telling you, dumbass, and anybody that don't understand that you shouldn't even be involved in the streets. The man told, period. He told the police his side of the story, what happened. I picked him up. He came out with a gun. He jumped out my car. He shot him. I seen him. He jumped back in my car. I drove him back down there with candles. He kicked him over. He's telling the police all that. That's telling. You're never good in the hood. That's what that means. He's sick, man. And I searched him every day. I searched him. I made him take his shoes off. And I like, who told you to come up here? He said, some goofy ass 9-0 in the pen. That's stuck. Oh, you good. Don't worry about it. Go back over there with the paperwork. Come on, man. There's real life out here people playing with. He good. He ain't told. Come on, man. Do your homework before you start looking like an idiot like that, man. Don't any 9-0 that say that white boy is good is confused and don't know what they talking about and ain't on the totem pole to represent 9-0. Believe that. Because I'm telling you right now to this day, the white boy disappeared at the county jail like Jesus in the Bible, homie. He's unanswered for. Where were you at for 6 days in the county jail? Did you tell the police you seen the homie come out the house with the gun? Yeah, he got in my car. We drove down there. He jumped out my car. He shot him. This is what you telling the police. And you cooperating with the homie, his story of what he told on himself. Come on, man. Don't believe the foolery, man. Let's stay off of it, man. Don't believe it. That's why don't let your child gang bang. Please, do not let your child gang bang. No more at 24. You have to be 18 with a diploma. Everybody say it with me. Insane, Hoover, gangster, Coast, Watts, neighborhood, West Side, Trey time, 2 times. Say it with me. You gotta be 18 with a diploma to join the hood, man. What is that gonna do, Nut? I don't know, but let's try and see what happens. Come on, man. This is Dr. Crip. I just came on here to let y'all know about don't be sucked in with these podcast people and what they telling y'all, man. They hiding behind they little shows, giving you this useless gang information. Why I need to know when the Crip started. That shit ain't gonna get me no job. It ain't gonna get no child no job. Yeah, it's gonna make you rich individually. Yeah, okay, you got a podcast. Yeah, you gonna blow up. Yeah, okay, that's cool. But what is that going to do for somebody that's trying to graduate from high school to go? What information is they going to use about the Crips? Why is that important? Why I need to know that? Why I need to know that? Oh, today we going to show the homie funeral. Niggas said Crip will. That's it. That's all you get. Ain't nothing else after that. You don't have no legacy. You ain't leave nothing. Your lowrider, your Benz, all that's going to be sold. It's going to be towed up. Your kids going to lose your house. Because unless they have a foundation to stand on, man, and they educated, then and only then will the material stuff they might manage and keep going. But most kids right now, if your mama die on her house, man, that house gonna be gone. Because guess what? You need 18 chains. And you're gonna ball for 3 years because you took a loan out on the house. You're gonna ball for 2.5 years, and then guess what? The foreclosure letters are gonna start coming, and you're gonna lose your mama house. Yeah, man, that's what happened in the black ghetto, man. That's what's happening out here because everybody's uneducated. So that dude who's saying the middle class, that I don't see. I don't know what you talking about, middle class. That's over with. You feel me? So let's get everything straight, man. This is Dr. Crip, man. I hope everybody is okay. When next show when I come, man, I'm gonna be telling the story of the NC hat, man. Where it come from, who started it, harm, 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 HIRAM, harm Shakur, big hype, founder, NC, powder blue, brought it to the hood. A lot of people gonna disagree. But when you disagree, remember, where were you? Who are you? And make sure you don't have no smut on your jacket. Make sure. Man, we are ending the sickness over here, man. No more in 24. This is Dr. Crip, man. I thank everybody for hanging out with me for a minute, man. You feel me? Said I sent the message via contact feature. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Thank you, Joe Farrow, and everybody else. Make sure you leave your information too, man, so I can go because I'm gonna go ahead and get on that right now. I'm gonna send you the book out, man. And when you get the book, take a picture of it and send it back to me, please. Hold the book up, take a picture, send it back to me because I like to put it up, on one of the shows to show people like that who won, So this is Dr. Crip, man. Thank y'all for hanging out with me, man. And we will be back real soon, hopefully tomorrow, where we could talk about the NC story or, a lot of people was asking me about, of course, people ask me about ghosts all the time. I may talk about ghosts. I don't know. I had a question about Ugly Cuz, Lil Chaos. My God. I can talk about that. The time that Lil Chaos shot up the strip club. Oh, man. That would probably be the subject. Ugly Cuz shoots the strip club up because they got his girl and they're hostage. Hey, we ending the sickness over here. This is when he was in his sickness, man. God bless his spirit wherever he is. But this is when he was in his sickness bad. He shot the strip club up. Uh yeah. This is Dr. Crip, man. We're gonna get at you. Remember, no more in 24. 18 with a diploma if you want to join the Crips or the Bloods. No more in 24, man. And we ending the sickness. This is Dr. Crip, man.